What's up, everybody? My name's Rob Simmons. Welcome to my channel. As requested, I'll be back to do another travel video called 10 Things to Do in Valencia, Spain. It's actually pretty long, so I'll get straight to it.
Continuing our travels through Spain, our next stop was Valencia. Located along the coast, Spain's third largest city is renowned for its mild climate, futuristic constructions, and of course, paella. And after a few days in the city, we were wondering what had taken us so long to visit. We'll be the first to admit that our time in Valencia was mostly spent eating, but when we weren't restaurant hopping or snacking our way through markets, we were exploring the city on foot, and the destination quickly rose to the top. In this Valencia travel guide, we're going to take you guys on a tour of the city and show you some of the things you can do on your visit.
Let's do it.
Before we can begin sightseeing, we need food, and we've gone all out here. We found a tapas restaurant right across from the Central Market. It is called Paella Tapas, and half the food has
Anybody else
starting
to feel hungry?
It's literally right downstairs from where we're staying.
Yeah.
And we've noticed it's been busy.
More food.
Oh wow.
Check that out.
Mira, la gamba es especialidad de la casa, ¿vale? Te voy a contar cómo la tenéis que comer.
Okay.
Y tú lo traduces.
Okay.
La gamba se come con piel.
Con piel, okay.
Con piel tiene más sabor.
Okay.
¿Vale? Le podéis quitar la parte final, que está más dura, pero se come con toda entera.
Okay, so you eat it with
Nice waiter.
You can take off the little tail part at the end, but it's like crunchy, a little crispy. Okay. You eat it with the skin. Okay, muchas gracias. Right, okay, so now that we have more food at the table, I'll actually talk about all the dishes. There's still paella coming, but that'll take about 20 minutes to make. Okay. So we have the fish croquettes.
Yes.
We have fried artichokes.
Yep.
We have patatas bravas, which are like these spicy potatoes served with mayo. So the shrimp.
Right.
And the calamari.
Yeah, and that's not
I have a
even
weakness for calamari.
We got a lot more to come.
And paella still to come. So yeah, we're gonna dig into this.
Yeah, you need cool.
All right, time to try this. So I've got 4 of the things going. And you know what? I'm getting a shrimp too.
Okay. A little bit of everything.
Now I've got 5, so I'm gonna try the calamari first. Oh man.
Is that good?
So good. We're gonna be
now
eating a lot
jealous.
of seafood here. I can tell. Croquette.
These are the croquettes. Let me know if it's similar to the ones we had in Portugal.
No, very different.
Different.
These are very different. These are saltier and they have more of a potato consistency than a fish consistency. Now these are the patatas bravas.
Patatas bravas.
Nice and spicy.
Yeah, and that's what they're supposed to look like. Like they've been giving us fries with spicy sauce in some restaurants.
And apparently you're just supposed to bite right into it.
Yeah, well you can pull the legs off if you like. No. Or not.
I would pull legs off personally.
That was my favorite one.
Yeah.
Gotta love this.
The gambas. Está muy rico. Estamos disfrutando un montón. Gracias.
Nice B-roll.
After that delicious lunch, we were ready to go sightseeing around Valencia. Our first stop, the Silk Exchange.
So we've had our lunch, and now we are ready for the sightseeing, and our first stop is the Silk Exchange. It was only €2 to come and visit this place. And yeah, this used to be the site of the silk trade here in Valencia. And they have beautiful gardens with orange trees, amazing Gothic architecture.
Yeah. It's actually so far walking around a little bit. It's a little bigger than what I anticipated. Like
yeah, for sure.
And it's very good value. It's only €2 for general admission, and €1 for seniors, which is my parents fit under. From the exterior, this may look like a castle or a fortress, but this structure was actually devoted to the mercantile transactions in the silk trade. We visited the courtyard of the orange trees, the trading hall with its towering columns that resembled palm trees, and then on the second floor, the Consulate of the Sea, where maritime and trade affairs were dealt with.
I mean, for €2, I don't know what that is in US dollars, but that's a bargain.
Without much of a destination in mind. We saw some street art, browsed through a few shops, and randomly stumbled across the narrowest building in Europe. That's the terracotta one, squished in the middle. All right, Sam, we have lots of schedules behind your head. Give us a little run.
Well, I'm glad you're there to decipher them for us. Well, apparently if you want to climb this tower, it's Monday through Saturday, 11 to 1 p.m.
And we've just missed
And
it.
we spent our 11 to 1 scarfing down food, so we missed it. Maybe we'll have a chance to come back, but not entirely sure. Since the tower was closed, we decided to stop by Horchateria Santa Catalina to try a drink that you either love or hate, horchata.
We are going to drink horchata for the first time.
That basically makes up for not climbing the tower because it's literally straight across the street. This cold, milky looking drink is made with chufas, better known as tiger nuts in English. It's especially popular during the warmer months as a way to cool down. And because we wanted to do things right, we ordered a fartón on the side, a long spongy bread perfect for dipping.
Oh, if I went there, I gotta be careful because I have a dangerous sweet tooth.
Sam is fuss potting because there was lipstick.
She tried to make me use the lipstick straw, and I find that
Ew.
gross. Okay, anyways, I'll try it.
I agree. It's gross.
No, I like this. I'm the only one of the four who likes this.
I haven't tried it yet.
It's okay. You haven't tried it? Okay, 1 out of 3 that likes it. It's pretty good to be
All right,
honest.
describe it.
Oh, it's really unique. It's nutty. It's nutty.
What's it made with?
Nut. It's made from the nut of the tiger. No, just kidding. Tiger's nut. It's actually
Tiger nut.
It's good.
There's one just.
This guy's hilarious.
Just
It's
scrolled
tasty.
in.
It's tasty.
Tiger nuts.
Our next attraction was Valencia Cathedral, which is home to a holy chalice that has been defended as the true Holy Grail. If you have no clue what that means, or this only brings back foggy memories of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, the Holy Grail is the cup that Jesus used during the Last Supper, and there are a few contenders scattered around the world. What we do know is that the chalice in Valencia Cathedral has Arabic inscriptions, dates between the 4th century BC to the 1st century AD, and has been used by many popes. So if you're coming all the way to Valencia, this is a neat piece of history to see up close.
Yeah, as a Catholic, I gotta see that.
Okay, so we just finished visiting Valencia Cathedral, and I've got to say, it was impressive. It's a bit of a pricey attraction. It's €8 per person, but it's home to the Holy Chalice.
Worth it if you ask
which
me.
is kind of cool. And they also have a whole bunch of little chapels within the cathedral that kind of go all around.
It's like a museum within a church. It is very impressive. Like, I'm not always the hugest fan of going inside churches,
Even
but
Sam enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. It was very good. If there's one dish that we had to try in Valencia, it was paella. Many non-Spaniards view paella as Spain's national dish, but Spaniards will tell you this is a regional Valencian dish. There are many variations that can be found across Spain, but we ordered it the Valencian way.
Ten en cuenta que esta paella puede ser para 2, para 3 o para 4, pero el arroz es
Another nice waiter.
sino que está extendido.
Okay. All right, guys. So the food is here, and we are going to start off with the Valencian paella. And let's talk about the ingredients. So this one comes with chicken, rabbit meat, and it also has snails, it has green beans, and it has cardo beans. And what's this? Rosemary?
And rice.
This looks so good. So we're gonna scoop some up.
The rice is cooked in saffron, I believe.
Yes, that gives it its yellow color.
Yes.
And we should also talk about the size of the pan. So the waiter was just explaining, like, this looks massive. It's only for 2 people. But what they do is, if they have more people eating out of it, like 3 or 4, they just keep adding more rice, and it'll be like
so it's thicker. So this is a bit thin.
But this is for 2.
Yeah, and we have another one. So
It looks a bit excessive. So yeah, we're just gonna dig right in. Let's grab a little bit of meat. I imagine this must be the chicken. And let's try this. Let's see.
Anyone else hear the
That's
Katy
nice.
Perry
meat
song
is
in
crispy
the background?
and golden.
Firework.
So is the rice.
oh, I love it. I love it when we
really
get the
good.
golden rice like that. That's the best part for sure.
We'll be scraping the pan at the end.
Yes, absolutely. But paella wasn't all we had at the restaurant. We also ordered fideuà, which can best be compared as the noodle version of paella.
Oh,
So
I'm glad I
next
can't
up,
smell
this
that.
is the alternative
Because
to
I'd be
paella.
very
This is
hungry
the
right
Dutch
now.
version, and it's made with noodles.
That's right.
Fideuà.
Before I even talk about this, I have to first talk about the paella now. For the 4 of us to finish that, I give us an A+ because that wasn't easy. That was a lot of food.
Yeah.
And now we're moving on to round 2. We have another big pot full of food to eat.
Yeah, look at those
So I'm just gonna use the spoon here. So this one has prawns, it has cuttlefish, it has a different kind of noodle. It also has saffron. Oh, mussels too, that's right. Yeah,
that looks amazing.
It's got a bit of everything. It smells really good. It has like a very strong fish, seafood smell. So I should say not fish, seafood smell, as you can imagine. So now it's time for the first bite. That's so good. Let me make sure I get some fish in there, or some seafood, I should say. Why
I'm jealous.
Fish I don't know. We've got noodles.
Creatures of the sea.
Creatures of the sea, yeah. Frutti del mare.
There you go.
Does anyone else ever feel hungry watching travel videos?
Wow. The one thing that they do have in common is that the noodles are kind of cooked crispy, similar to the rice. But it isn't quite as crispy as the rice. It just has a different texture. It's kind of nice to try both of them so you can compare and contrast. And what's nice about it's just also nice and very flavorful and salty with the saffron and also the juiciness of the seafood.
Wow, wonderful.
There's just a lot going on, a lot of flavors. I would call it a flavor explosion. It's delicious.
Right. Let's continue enjoying then.
Is this a travel video or a culinary video?
2 here in Valencia, and we are visiting the most iconic site. What is it, Audrey?
The City of Arts and Sciences.
Awesome.
The City of Arts and Sciences. And so far, I mean, like, I've seen some pictures and videos of this place.
I gotta see that in
no idea
person.
just how big it would be. Like, we've just been walking around the different complexes and buildings, and it is massive. Like, we haven't even gone inside anything yet. We've just been exploring the perimeter, and it's been beautiful so far. The sun's
Do you
come
think
out.
that could be
And yeah, we're just
sensory
gonna wander
overload?
around.
The City
That's why
of
I
Arts
have
and
to pace
Sciences
myself when I
is a cultural
travel,
and
go to
architectural
museums.
complex that looks quite spacey and futuristic. The complex itself is made up of various structures.
Wow.
My personal favorite was the domed glass garden that's filled with palm trees, orange trees, and sculptures. Other structures
just
include
awesome.
the planetarium, an interactive science museum, an aquarium, an opera house, and a plaza designed to hold concerts and sporting events.
No
We
kidding,
can't
that is a
emphasize
city.
enough that this is a vast space to cover on foot, which brings us to our next point. There are bike rental shops in the neighborhood where you can get yourself a set of wheels to explore the City of Arts and Sciences and also Turia Park.
All right, so my dad and I were making the most of a beautiful day. We've decided to rent bikes, and we're just going along the big park here in Valencia. It's gorgeous outside, isn't it?
This bike park, walking park,
Yeah, that
would
is
be good for
perfect
anybody.
weather.
Yeah,
I know.
Anybody, rollerblades,
Yeah.
skateboards, bicycling, just walking, strolling.
You wouldn't believe how many people are out right now. And we found a bike rental place. We're getting our bikes for, it's only €5 and we get 4 hours. So it's a pretty good deal. We're not going to be going out for 4 hours, but it's a great deal.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome deal for European prices. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just went on a little bike adventure. Tell us about it.
So for an hour and a half, Pumpy and I did a little trip, and it was absolutely incredible. Like, the development of this park all throughout the city is incredible, and we just like scratched the surface. I don't even know if we did even 5 or 10% of the entire length. Like, this goes on forever and ever. We just did the one end of it. It just makes you think, like, imagine how cool it would be if you actually lived here, had your own bike, and could do the entire route. It would just be awesome. Like, it's just, we just barely scratched the surface today.
Oh, nice. Of course, you gotta get
We
souvenirs.
also made time for a food adventure in Valencia Central
Another
Market.
food adventure.
Although this is primarily a place to buy your fresh fish, vegetables, meat, and fruits, you can also find stands that sell smaller snacks and traditional Spanish dishes. But we'll cover the market thoroughly in another video.
Wow.
And to wrap up our trip to Valencia, we'll leave you with a few nighttime shots of the city washed aglow. We hope you enjoyed this Valencia travel guide and that it gave you a few ideas of things to do around the city. Wishing you happy travels, and we'll see you in the next video as we continue our travels in Spain.
And I guess that's it. Another awesome travel channel. Since the video is so long, I won't go too far in my afterthoughts, but I have to go to the city for that fancy museum alone. And now I have 2 cities in Spain I have to visit, Valencia and Madrid. And plus, since this video guide was made by people who actually went to the city, I think it's a great thing. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great travel videos out there, but if they're made by someone who's actually been there, had the experience, it just takes it to a whole new level. And I just gotta say this to get it out of my system. Does anyone else have travel less because of the pandemic? Because I have the urge to travel so bad, but because of the rising restrictions, I'm kind of afraid to do so. So that's why we should all get vaccinated so we can get back to normal life and travel. So please get vaccinated. Anyway, I don't want to get too off topic here, but all that being said, I definitely have to visit the city for all the reasons. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I definitely have to visit this city because of all the reasons in this video. But let me know in the comments what you think of this video. Thank you for watching.